As part of LME Week, we're speaking to copper and gold miner PanAust. Joining me now is the Managing Director of the company, Gary Stafford. Gary, where are you looking to expand organically next year?
The company has just recently, in the last few months, finished opening and ramping up the new Banhusai gold-silver mine. So over the last 18 months we spent about $300 million on that project and also on an expansion of our copper-gold project. So I guess looking forward, we still see some opportunities to grow the business organically. We're doing a feasibility study on a new copper project which we hope to make an investment decision on in the second half of next year. So I think really that we'll continue to look at opportunities around the world, but with a particular focus on the Americas and Asia, where we have existing positions. But we really do see that our organic portfolio will provide growth going into the future.
You produced around 64,000 tonnes of copper this year. What is your projection for next year?
Yeah, our guidance for this year is 64,000 tonnes of copper and 135,000 ounces of gold. Looking to next year, we'll have our full year of production out of Banhusai, our gold-silver mine, so we expect gold production to climb. And annually we'd expect the gold production to be well over 100,000 ounces, and currently we're expecting this year to be just about 80,000 ounces, so gold production will rise. And with the expansion of the copper-gold mine, we'd expect copper production to rise to above 65,000 tonnes next year. And then we have a further expansion in capacity which should take copper production to over 70,000 tonnes in 2014.
Obviously many miners are concerned about the slowdown in global growth. How do you see this affecting demand and therefore prices?
What we've seen in copper is it's as much a story about supply as it is about demand. And for sure we've been trading in a fairly narrow range between I think it was March, April and July or August this year. And perhaps a lot of the investors, the hedge funds and so forth, were short copper during that period. But really the copper price didn't fall much below $3.25, $3.30 dollars a pound during that phase, and I think that really did reflect a fairly good equilibrium in the demand and supply side. Looking forward, I think supply is going to continue to disappoint, and I think we're seeing some very encouraging signs coming out of the US now, and I think in the new political cycle in China perhaps we might see some more incentives for that economy emerge as well.
Eurozone crisis worrying you much at all?
Not at all, really. Not at all. Not in the copper market, no.
In terms of markets, I believe you're committed to shipping 15 to 30% of your material to India and the rest to China. How is this going to develop and grow in the next 5 years?
I mean, we see China as still being the focus for demand going forward, but you only need to see an extra 300,000 tonnes per annum or 500,000 tonnes per annum demand coming out of India or out of the US, and that makes a big difference in terms of the overall balance. So I think that the developing nations that are still building infrastructure will continue to be the driver for copper demand into the future, but I think once that big economy in the US starts moving again, I think that also will have a significant impact upon demand as well.